In the glass, this wine shines like a ruby of the Lusinian industry. Hey tasters! There is a monument in the heart of Nicosia that fascinates me. It is known both as the Cross of Missirikos and the Arablar mosque. It was built in the early 16th century under Venetian rule. And the name sounds pretty Cypriot on the face of it because it ends in os. Like most male Greek names like Stelios, Pavlos, Stavros, Missirikos. However, this structure was originally a church built to commemorate the 13th century Lusinian king Henry II of Cyprus. In Greek, the name Henry is Erikos. This was the church of Monsieur Erikos. But if you were a local peasant who spoke no French and spent his days working the land under a cruel feudal system, Missirikos was close enough. From an architectural perspective, this structure is fascinating. Why? Because it blends so many cultural influences. Although dedicated to the cross of a Frankish crusader, the original design of the church is in the style of a Byzantine basilica with a dome. But it also has lots of Venetian Gothic details, such as the shutters and the windows. And on top of all these different elements, in 1571, during Ottoman rule, the church was converted to a mosque with the addition of a minaret. You see, I believe that wine encaptures and reflects the culture of a place just as much as its language and architecture. I do enjoy monovarietal wine and I will forever champion the indigenous varieties of Cyprus. However, monovarietal expressions of grapes, though pure, are not culturally authentic. This newfangled obsession with purity is very conservative and a very modern idea too. Old world wines have always been blends, and there is a very good reason for that too. Blends are infinitely more interesting. Mixing local grapes with international varieties can create truly unique wines. In the same way that the multicultural history of Cyprus has produced buildings with Venetian, Frankish, Ottoman and Byzantine influences, during winemaking, the grapes harmonize with each other. In the blend that emerges, the different varieties harmonize with each other and complement each other's aromatic palette. Take, for example, this blend of Maratheftiko, Syrah and Mourvérde, created by Ezousa Winery here in Cyprus. Our beloved Maratheftiko stands alongside the Frankish varieties, Syrah and Mourvérde. Let's get into this bottle, shall we? In the glass, this wine shines like a ruby of the Lusinian dynasty. Aromas of strawberries, cherries and wild roses flood the senses. Addictively juicy tannins rise up, but the spicy aromas of oak tame them. On the palate, This wine is as rich as a Frankish king, but it also comes with this lively, vivacious acidity, like a Cypriot surf on the brink of revolt. So, next time you find yourselves reaching for a monovarietal wine, maybe don't. You can enjoy a far richer history, drama and political intrigue with every sip if you try a blend instead. My favorite taste of Cyprus history is certainly encapsulated in this delightful red blend by Ezousa Winery. Cheers, tasters! And if you've enjoyed this video, remember to give it a thumbs up. Remember to leave a comment below. Do you have a favorite wine blend? Subscribe, and I'll see you next week.